Hi, and welcome back to the OFFPLAN show. It's good to see you again. My name is Jaziri, and this show was put together to have genuine conversation on real estate, money, and investment. Now, this year in 2023, we've had a fantastic year so far. The first half of this year, we recorded well over 280 billion dirhams worth of sales transactions. The second half seems to be even bigger. It seems like every year we just keep on outdoing ourselves. So if you have any doubts in the real estate market, then you might really want to have to do a little bit of more research, because right now the market is as healthy as it could possibly ever be. Now, I want to quickly go over the statistics and the numbers of Q2, or rather the second quarter of this year, because right now we're already in the third quarter and the fourth quarter is fast approaching. Now, we've had an incredible second quarter in 2023, and I just want to quickly go over through the numbers. Now, if I was to compare off-plan sales and the secondary market sales, off-plan had 51.5%, and that translates to a total of 14,006 transactions. The total value of these transactions was 33 billion 927 million 202 thousand 228 dirhams. So that's a huge figure right there. So that goes to show you that the off-plan market is quite healthy, alive, and doing extremely well. Without a surprise, the secondary market did even better than the off-plan market. And yet right now we seem to think that we're in an off-plan market. But the numbers right here for quarter two show that the secondary market has an even higher demand. Now, the secondary market had 48.5%, the total value. These percentage translates to 13,214 transactions. So in off-plan, we had 14,006 transactions. But in the secondary market, we had 13,214 transactions. Now, believe it or not, only 13,214 transactions translated to 36 billion 2,277,759 dirhams. So we've already surpassed the threshold, and we're more or less into, say, 70 billion already. Okay, so the second quarter of this, the second half of this year, high chances we could see more than 500 billion dirhams worth of sales transactions in Dubai. And we're just talking about sales alone. We're not even talking about rentals. We're not even talking about short-term rentals and all these other things. We're just talking about sales. So that means that the real estate industry right now in Dubai is probably the best we've ever seen. Probably even better than post-COVID or pre-COVID. Okay? Now, if you're looking to invest in Dubai real estate, most likely you want to have great return on investment or great ROI. Some investors just want the cash flow. Now, worry not, because I also have statistics for that, okay? I have the numbers right here with me because I've been doing a lot of research lately, and I want to help you make the best investment decision out there. Now, if you're looking for townhouses and villas, we'll have to segregate these two assets. If you're looking for townhouses and villas, and if you're looking for apartments, we'll have to divide that so that we can get the clear picture. Okay. Now, these are some of the most expensive areas when it comes to townhouses and villas. And then we'll take a look at apartments later on. I'll just go through 5 of these areas. Number 1, Palm Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah has an average price per square foot of 3,377 dirhams per square foot. And then number 2, Mohammed bin Rashid City, or MBR City. The price per square foot there is about 2,125 dirhams per square foot. And then we have number 3, Jumeirah Islands. The average price per square foot is 2,006. And then we have number 4, Dubai Hills Estate. The average price per square foot is around 1,635 dirhams per square foot. And number 5, last but not least, is Jumeirah Golf Estate. The average price per square foot there is 1,505 dirhams per square foot. So this is the most expensive areas when it comes to townhouses and villas. On the other hand, if you're looking for apartments, these are the most expensive areas when it comes to apartments. Number 1, Blue Waters Islands. And without a doubt, this is probably the most fascinating area in this list. When this project was launched back in around 2018, it sold for 2,000 dirhams per square foot, roughly, give or take, around 2,000 dirhams per square foot. Right now, Blue Waters, which is the most expensive area right now in Dubai, currently being sold, is selling for 4,044 dirhams per square foot. So that means that the capital appreciation is almost 100%. Okay. Number 2 is Al Abtur City with 2,058 dirhams per square foot. Number 3 is downtown Dubai, of course, with 1,984 dirhams per square foot. Number 4 is Palm Jumeirah with 1,809. And number 5 is City Walk with 1,806 dirhams per square foot. So these are the most expensive areas right now. If you're a real estate investor, perhaps you might want to go to an area that is rapidly developing other than investing in areas that have the most expensive price per square foot right now. However, if you're looking for cash flow, you might want to consider some of these areas, okay? Now, if indeed you want to proceed with cash flow and you feel like cash flow is your number 1 priority, all right, let's take a look at some of these areas which have some of the highest rent right now in Dubai. So for townhouses and villas, these are the top 5 areas that have the highest rent. Number 1 is Palm Jumeirah, with no surprise. Number 2 is Maidan. Number 3, Jumeirah Golf Estate. Number 4 is Jumeirah. Number 5 is Jumeirah Islands. So these are the top 5 areas for townhouses and villas which have the highest rent right now in Dubai. So if you're looking for cash flow once again, and you want to invest in apartments, these are the top 5 areas that have the highest rent right now. Number 1 is Maidan. Okay. Number 2 is Blue Waters Island. Number 3 is Palm Jumeirah. Number 4 is the Hills. And number 5 is City Walk. Okay. So these are the top 5 areas which have the highest ROIs or the highest cash flow, if I may say. Nonetheless, if you're looking to invest in, the secondary market and you're wondering whether to invest in townhouses or apartments, because right now townhouses and villas are absolutely doing well. There's a huge demand. I can't even exaggerate enough on that, or to say the least, when it comes to the capital appreciation and demand on townhouses and villas. Now, these are some of the areas which are in the highest demand when it comes to townhouses and villas. So everybody wants to buy a townhouse or a villa in these areas. Number 1 is Damak lagoons, believe it or not. Now, Damak lagoons had a total of 167 transactions in the previous month. Number two is Al Furjan with 117 transactions when it comes to townhouses and villas the previous month. Number three is Mohammed bin Rashid City with 105 transactions. Number four is Damak Hills. That's Damak Hills 2 with 97 transactions. Number five is Emirates Living with 72 transactions. So these are the most sought after areas when it comes to townhouses and villas. And when it comes to apartments, number one, I'll give you a minute there to guess the correct answer. With no surprise, it was downtown. Now, downtown had a total of 307 transactions in the last month. Well, downtown is the apple of this city, and it's with no surprise that it is number one, well deserved. Number two is Dubai Marina with 297 transactions. Number three, Jumeirah Village Circle, or JVC. I always feel like JVC is the underdog in this list, and it constantly keeps on surprising us with being in the top two or the top three. I believe JVC is an area to watch, and it is rapidly developing, considering that we'll have about 5 metro stations coming into that area. So JVC had 289 transactions. And number four, Business Bay with 228 transactions. And number five, International City, which is surprising because International City doesn't have too many, high quality projects over there. But I guess people like it because it has quite affordable properties in International City. Now, International City had 175 transactions. Now, looking at these numbers, it makes me believe that the real estate market right now in Dubai is in top shape. Now, my question is, what are you waiting for? You should buy real estate right now, because let's face it, Dubai isn't becoming any cheaper. Things are becoming expensive every day. Dubai is not meant to be cheap. Dubai is meant to be expensive. And that's the strategy we've seen all along. We've seen the biggest malls, the biggest buildings, the biggest structures, the biggest developments here in Dubai. That's because it's attracting a certain type of lifestyle. Now, in order for you to maintain the kind of lifestyle that you have right now, you need to have assets. You have to have not one, but a whole portfolio of assets. The best asset right now, by far, not only in Dubai, but across the world, is real estate. Because you can leverage real estate to do so many things out there. Now, there are some people saying that, maybe the market is too high. Why don't I hold on to my money a little bit longer? But also remember that inflation is eating up your money as well. So it is high time that you consider buying real estate. You never regret buying real estate, but you will regret holding on to your money. Just like the people who bought in Blue Waters back in 2018 when it was at 2,000 price, 2,000 dirhams per square foot, and now they're selling their property at 4,000 dirhams per square foot. It was the same exact story. Oh, the market is too high. We can't buy right now, because that was pre-COVID. Remember 2018, 2019, and then COVID hit. The market was at its peak at that time, yet people bought real estate. And right now they're laughing all the way to the bank. Now, I want you to be part of that group. Can you imagine a half a trillion dirham industry being turned over by a handful of investors. Now, I want you to be part of that group. I need you to be part of that small, high profile group that's making money in real estate. I know it can be hard investing in real estate, but you shouldn't give up, because if you do, then what do you have? Nothing. The city is changing, and it's changing rapidly. Okay. The city is becoming a global icon, if I may say. Investors like you who only have one or two property will quickly be phased out with investors who want to grab the entire inventory. Believe it or not, there are people right now who are seeing value in the Dubai real estate industry. If somebody all across the other side of the world flies all the way to Dubai to buy not one, not two, but almost 5 properties at the same time, what is it that they know that you don't know? This is the question that you should be asking yourself. While you sit here and ask yourself, and you tell yourself that the market is too expensive or things are sky high, there's somebody else who's brave enough to put his money where his mouth is and buy real estate. Now, I don't want you to give up. That's why I'm here. We have a whole team dedicated to people like you who want to dissect the market and understand where the next opportunity lies. Because let's face it, by the end of this year, all you're going to see on social media is that Dubai broke the world record, or Dubai broke yet another record in real estate. Dubai made another tall tower. Dubai did this. Dubai did that. And all that shows you is it's opportunity missing you, or rather you missing the opportunity. So without wasting any time, I need you to pick up your phone and give me a call. Send me a direct message immediately, and let's get to work. Invest in real estate, because this is the only way to safeguard your future. Forget about crypto, forget about all these other things. Make money in real estate. And once you're happy with what you have, leverage that into other asset classes. Invest in real estate. And once you're happy with your profits, then you start looking at other assets. Why do you want to invest in stocks? Why do you want to invest in crypto when all of a sudden you can lose your money in a snap? Invest in something that's stable. Right now, the economy of Dubai is heavily being driven by real estate. What that tells me is there's opportunity all around us. Because whether you like it or not, if you're not making money and somebody else is, might as well be you. Remember, successful people look just like you. So don't waste any time. Get in touch and let's get to work. Thank you very much. This has been the OFFPLAN Show. My name is Jaziri. See you next time.